Hi, it's Mike Stiles from Brand Content Studios. Here's the social marketing quickie for the week ending May 7th. When you check Facebook, how far down your news feed do you scroll? What if a post you really want to see and that would change your freaking life was right below where you stopped? Am I giving you a stomach ache yet? Facebook is testing a way, at least on mobile, of letting you say which friends and pages should show up at the top of your feed. It would overcome Facebook's mighty, mysterious algorithm. If you're one of the chosen guinea pigs, look for an animated puppy telling you to see more of what you love. This isn't true of you because you're an all-around digital genius, but a lot of small business owners find starting and certainly running a website, it's a great big pain. Either they think it's too hard or they're too busy to give it the TLC it wants. So during the 24-hour Disrupt New York hackathon, 3 engineers came up with Pager. It turns your Facebook page into a website. Because any small business moron can post on their Facebook page in no time. Now, granted, it wouldn't be a mega site. You get 4 categories: about, news, events, and galleries. Salesforce, when it's not busy being the subject of acquisition rumors, released their first State of B2B Marketing report. In it, you won't find a lot about social, because B2B still loves email. 91% of those who use it say it's very or somewhat effective. They especially like email newsletters. There's only one channel used more, and that's the corporate website, but only 87% call that very or somewhat effective. The big takeaway is B2B marketers, they're increasingly struggling with the fact business customers show up with their minds already made up. That's probably why the top 2 increased areas of spending are content marketing and marketing automation. At this point, it'd be a little mean to pile on negative stories about Google Plus as a social network. So I guess I'll have to ask forgiveness because a new study shows the active user numbers are rough, really rough. Stone Temple Consulting found 90.1% of the valid profiles from their sample had no public content. None. So either not interested in posting or nothing happens to them ever, and they never see anything cool either. Extrapolating the profiles, if you've never been extrapolated, you should definitely try it, by the way, shows there are over 212 million active users. Subtract things like YouTube notifications and comments, and that number goes just under 112 million. They also learned less than 1% of Google Plus profiles have made public posts in the last 30 days. Here's a question for you to get philosophical about. In the age of smartphones and live streaming apps like Periscope and Meerkat, can anyone truly put on an event and totally control distribution? People paid thousands to get into the Pacquiao-Mayweather fight. They paid up to $100 to see it on pay-per-view, but you may have watched it live for free thanks to streamers. How do you stop that? Sports marketing professor Michael Bernacchi at the University of Detroit Mercy points out you probably can't. So event presenters have to make sure there's unique content only paying customers can get related to the event. He says if you're going to charge premium money, you have to have premium features. There's an app developer called Hyper, and they're launching an app called Hyper. It's a photo sharing app. Well, there are plenty of those, so you need an angle. So their angle is this is like a fusion of Instagram and Reddit. You post pictures and other people vote on them. You can subscribe to follow hashtags. You can share several images in one submission. You can search the web inside the app and post photos that come up. These are all the things you could be doing right now if you were Hyper. Well, somebody thinks it's a good idea because users have opened it 5 times a day on average, and over 1 million votes have been submitted, and that's just while it was in beta. If you don't have a high clout score, I don't even want you listening to this podcast. That's not true. I need all the listeners I can get. But Clout is making some changes that will probably help you marketers more than anyone. Studies have shown those doing influence marketing have trouble finding the right geniuses. You know how many thought Clout scores are a good indicator of influence? 9%. But now Clout will underscore the topics that a user is an expert in, and people don't have to sign up for Clout to find those topic experts. Now let's talk about how you have fun using your wrist. Why do you look so guilty? I'm talking about Apple Watch. And Instagram released its app for it. So what makes Instagram so compelling on such a teensy little screen? They're focusing on making it an at-a-quick-glance experience. They're also aiming for more intimate and in-the-moment usage. It does all your favorite Instagram-y things like show you pictures, let you like them, see comments, see profiles, get notifications, even reply with emojis. If you're missing Foursquare the way it used to be, with badges and ruthless territorial competitions against the general public to seize mayorships, this will come as good news to you. Those things are coming back. Sort of. Foursquare will reward you with stickers for checking in, and those stickers are based on the classic badges. They rolled out 100 new stickers. And the political rumors are that mayorships are coming back. The company's returning to gamification because, well, it worked the first time, and not many social apps do a very good job of incentivizing. Are they hurting since breaking into Foursquare and Swarm? Not hardly. They say they've seen triple-digit revenue growth over the last 3 years. If you think Meerkat and Periscope are pretty much the same, I have something to tell you that sets them apart. Developers have an official platform and API for Meerkat, so third-party companion experiences can be built for it. They're saying a couple of things. One, they want mobile live streaming to be something other than what it is now, which is mostly, oh, here's me, look at me, I'm live streaming. Second, they don't want to give developers access to something, then take it away. The subtext there is like Twitter does. This podcast is mostly for social marketers, so I thought if there was a social network made just for marketers, you should probably know about it. It's Showcase. No W. Shocase. It's been around 3 months. It's got 15,000 members. I'm one of them. In 71 countries. I only live in one of them. It appears to be about showcasing your work and also making sure those that worked on it with you get credit for it, which is nice. CEO Ron Young proudly announced the iOS app for it and says the average session length is 6 minutes, 26 seconds. Farmville used to be a major thing people did on Facebook. Well, the good people at its maker Zynga have outperformed the most optimistic guess about its first quarter performance, but now there are going to be fewer of those good people because they're laying off 18% of their workforce, 364 people. And they're closing up their Orlando office. And because they're doing that, they're backing away from sports titles like NFL Showdown and their Tiger Woods game. What they will focus on are the categories of action strategy, social casino, invest and express, that's the Farmville kind of games, and casual and racing. They'll also keep transitioning to mobile and away from Facebook. That's that. The transcript is at brandcontentstudios.com.